Hi, William Hohen here for a new Convoluted talk. Today we are looking at Afterplace. I realized that I did not have a convoluted talk about Afterplace, which is most unacceptable. I've made a lot of content about Afterplace, but I never did a convoluted talk. So anyway, I want to show you the very beginning of the game. So I'm gonna delete my data. It's something I'm doing quite often. Alright, so Afterplace. You won't see any spoilers. I'm gonna talk about the game in a convoluted way for maybe 10 minutes, and so you're gonna just see the first 10 minutes of the game. If you want to go in quite blind, you can do it, even if you're watching this. What is Afterplace? Afterplace is a solo project made by Ivan Kais. He made everything from the graphics to the music to the coding, the story, everything, and it's quite impressive. I always like those small indie projects, and Afterplace definitely delivers. What you'll do in Afterplace is wander around, talk to some of the most charming NPCs you've ever seen, and discover secrets. That's what you're gonna do. It's pretty simple game. It's an open world Zelda-like, I would say, where you and see what just happened here. It was environmental storytelling. You saw the little squirrel going here, and it told you that you should probably follow it, and there's one secret discovered. So let's take the acorn. You got the acorn charm. You feel the power of squirrels protecting you. So there's a bunch of small secrets like this in the game that you will discover through playing. And when you think you know, the best advice that I always say in the Afterplace Discord server is this: when you think you talked to the NPCs enough, talk to them again. This is what I would say. So right now I'm making the bird talk to me. All right. And so you'll wander around, kill some monsters. You're gonna have a bunch of upgrades to get, from armor to different trinkets. And yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've played Afterplace, and I'm just looking at the game and remembering why I like it so much. Oh, your parents nearby. The world is quite big. It's not Skyrim big, but there's a lot of different locations to see, and yeah, you see how the NPCs interact with us, depending on what we do. If I had just not talked to this bunny and just went ahead, they would have said to me like, alright, just don't even tell me hi, just walk through my yard like this, it's fine. Running in the woods, hitting things with stick. So you can speak to them for quite a while, and they will always react to you. And this is my favorite thing in Afterplace. You can dash, you can swing your sword. Combat is pretty fun, very reactive. It's not super hard. There's if you're afraid of the game being too hard for you, you can go in the menu and enable the invincibility mode, so you can see the whole story without being, you know, hindered by the difficulty. It's not, as I said, it's not a particularly difficult game. There is some sections that will surprise you and where you know, you might die, but on the subject of dying, there are some advantages when you die, and I won't spoil it here. It's up to you to discover. But yeah, dying is really not the end of the world. It can bring a fair share of advantages. Here, as you can see, it's an open world. You can go anywhere in the game, in any way you please. There's not a right order to do things. You can just go wherever you want, talk to who you want, or not talk to who you want, and depending on some of your choices, you will get different endings. There's like 8 different endings in the game to get, and they're all worth it, really. And look, if I just stop talking, see, they will react to what I do. It's really well done. I love Afterplace. It's one of my favorite games. I've played it many times, and you know, just buy the game. It's an amazing game. If you're on the fence, here's my advice. If you're on the fence, stop being on the fence. Just buy Afterplace. It's pretty cheap, and you'll get way more than your money's worth. Let me tell you. Now, Mino's arguing that chocolate is a vegetable. So this NPC here will help us with understanding how secrets work in the game, because there's a bunch of secrets, a whole lot of secrets to discover in Afterplace, and there's many ways to discover them. Let's follow him. Oh, you can pick up the sandwich. You coming? Yeah, I mean, hey, why? I used to be able to pick up the sandwich. Alright. I was dumb. You got a sandwich. You found it on the ground. The soundtrack is pretty good, always fitting with the place you're in. What else is there to say? There is no in-app purchases. You buy the game and that's it. So now here is telling us how to find secrets. Look at the foliage, look at the ground. Look at something that is out of the ordinary, and yeah, no, I'll find it. I'm pretty alright, and I should have touched this in the beginning. All right. So here, as you can see, there is something here in the trees that looks weird. So you go there, and boom, you got the secret, and you can see the big sword, and you can see the city, the village up there on the right. And yes, you can go there. You can go to the village. What else is there to say? I think I've pretty much said what I wanted to say. Just buy the game. Seriously, it's amazing. of all the people who have played the game, I have yet to see somebody disappointed or, you know, wanting to refund the game. Nobody. If you like wandering around a charming world, talking to nice NPCs, it's a no-brainer. You'll just enjoy Afterplace. If you have any questions, come hang out in the Discord. There's a Discord for the game. I'll link it in the description. You can come with us and share your love for Afterplace. Or you can just comment here in the comment section of this video, and I'll answer you. Oh, you can play the game in portrait mode too. You can hold your phone like you would hold a Game Boy. And now I don't want to do it here because it's all gonna mess up my video. I'll put some footage of the vertical orientation on top of this video, just to show you how it looks like. It's quite different. But yeah, you can play in portrait mode with one thumb, which is a great feature. I often see people on social media looking for portrait mode game. And now, if you want to go here in this cave without a light source, it's gonna be pretty dark. It's gonna be pretty dark. You need a light source. So it's up to you to find it in the world. There is merchants. There is we could try at least to make it to the city, so you can see how it looks like. Okay, we'll ignore this dude here. And so I'll show you what happens. Or not. Alright, and so here we got the main hub of the game. Got the city. You can cut this. It's pretty soothing. If you're stressed out, you come here and you cut stuff. And, you know, it's like those ASMR videos where they cut like cake or papers, a bunch of papers. I don't know, but yeah. What else? Ask question. Ask away. I'll answer the question. If you have question about Afterplace, even made quite a few updates on the game since it was released, and not too long ago he said, alright, I've put in the game everything I wanted to put in, and now I'm gonna work on porting the game to PC, and I really can't wait to see the reception, because right now the game is only available on mobile, which is not necessarily the preferred platform of gamers. I do hope that someday it's gonna be available on pretty much every consoles. For now it's only mobile, Android and iOS, which is a great platform, because it is not a mobile game. It is a game that happens to be on mobile, but it doesn't have any of the, you know, the regular stuff that mobile games have. There's no microtransaction, there's no ads, it plays well, you know, it's not a mobile game. And soon it's gonna be a cross-platform game. It's gonna be available on many platforms. Well, at least PC. So it's gonna be pretty amazing, because, you know, right now this is a pretty niche game that is not known by many. most mobile players will tend to want to have their games for free. Free to play is the way to go on mobile, which Afterplace is a paid game. You have to pay to play the game. So right now it doesn't have the reach it could get, and I really can't wait to see what's gonna happen when most people will be able to play it. So I love how the main character is closing his eyes, or their eyes actually, because we don't know if it's a he or she, but I love how they're closing their eyes when they cut, where they slashes the sword. By the way, there's a pretty nice description of this sword if you on loan from a friend. So it's not even his sword or their sword. I you know, yeah. It's their friend's sword. I don't want to show too much of the game. Don't want to spoil it. I think it's better to go in blind. If you're stuck in the game, I have a walkthrough that is getting a bit outdated. I feel I should make a new one because there's a bit of new content added. Nothing that would break my walkthrough though. Like, if you're stuck, you can still definitely get unstuck with my walkthrough, but I would like to redo it. And it was made at a time where the game was only playing in 30 FPS. Now it's playing in 60 FPS. So I think it would be great for me to do a new walkthrough. But it's always a matter of time, and I would have to relearn the game a bit. It's been a while since I did a full playthrough, so yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, I guess I've cut enough grass here. There's no coins to get in the grass. That's for sure. There's nothing to get. You only get the satisfaction of seeing it disappear. This is what you get. I guess that's enough. Thanks a bunch for watching. And come join us. Come join the Afterplace fan place on Discord, or you know, just play the game. Just buy the game, play the game. It's great. All right, it's enough. Go do something else. Go play games. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.